thinking about
Mate,
a bunch of things
I'm just one up on you in technology. It's fine. I've got the Beastie 2 monitors, so I can see everything. However, while we get Mustard in the lobby and we wait, we're going to talk about Murko versus vDalphanate. vDalphanate we haven't seen in the top 4 yet, I believe, but I believe Murko has actually fought this guy in the past, and he has come off the victor. This is most likely going to be Hellfire Scorpion versus Jason. I don't know what variation of Jason, but I mean, this is currently a meta where I think all 3 variations of Jason are totally viable, I think, in their own right. But versus Scorpion, it's going to be an interesting thing to see, because that Hellfire aura really is going to keep Jason in check, even though Jason is so strong on the ground. The advancing back one normally such almost a risk-free tool, because it's got an amazing hitbox on it, full combo on hit, safe on block, and a mid. But then you fight against Hellfire Scorpion, who at any point could just chuck out the Hellfire aura and then make that one poke with the back one a massive risk to go for. So it's going to be interesting to see how that matchup pans out, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I'm en route to King of the Hill now. I'm just joining. Sorry, my PS4 is being quite slow. I think it's been updating something in the background, but we should be good and finished now. This is joining match, so fingers crossed there's no problems.
I'm assuming it should be fine. We've done enough of these at this point. There we go. You're here. Nice. So I'm going to use this as an opportunity to quickly give the names a little bit of a shuffle, because I do believe, just making sure I've spelt vDalphanate's. Yep, I think we have got his name correct. I always have sort of nightmares of accidentally mispronouncing.
So just to return to quickly introing the rest of top 8, we have, like I said, Krathen, a very talented Mortal Kombat player that's been around for a long time. K-Top is a very young Greek participant that has been very dominant in the Community Cups themselves. This guy came so close to making Pro League finals, just albeit by a few points near the end of Season 2, but he hasn't let that deter him. He has been playing the whole time. Him and his brother have both been very dedicated to the game, I think. MKX as a game, they've been very dedicated to it from start to finish, and the Community Cups are where they're starting to really shine. But obviously he will be tested against Krathen in this, considering that Krathen has been a top player for a very long time.
Okie dokie. Well, I think we'll that time will come soon enough, whereas we have our first top 8 match of the night lined up right now, which is going to be vDalphanate with Jason, I'm assuming, versus Murko, who undoubtedly, I think, on this week, this guy wants to win some headphones, so no doubt he's going to go for the Scorpion pick. So we'll see what happens, but no surprises there. Hellfire pick for Murko, and again, no surprises, the Jason pick for vDalphanate. Has gone with Relentless, though, so I do wonder how, in particular, normally you see Relentless players go for either they want the teleport or just the threat of being able to move themselves at any point. Bear in mind, Meter Burn version of the teleport is armored, but I think for a matchup like this, vDalphanate probably just wants to get that damage passive right, whereas the more damage Jason takes, the more damage he will actually output within that round.
Well, that's going to be an interesting exchange, considering Hellfire is going to be doing a ton of damage from start to finish, and then obviously the more you hit Jason, the more he's going to be doing to you, but at the same time, it's kind of like 2 characters with big comeback mechanics. But we're going to have to wait and see if that actually pans out the way we'll expect it to.
I was just about to say, vDalphanate almost getting tagged with a full combo, but that 114 whiffing from ever so slightly far away, just sitting there blocking all day. Now that is a very notable thing. He waited for Murko to do a down 1 on block and then did his mid, so he is probably going to be patient in this matchup. However, Murko already opening him up, that's going to be massive damage, but actually drops the 2-1, but no substantial punish from vDalphanate, not ready for it.
No, there we go. Goes in for the back one, trying to really establish that Oki. Wow, tries to anti-cross up. It's going to get completely opened up. Anyway, that's probably going to be the round for Murko. Is he going to take the damage or go for chip setup here? Nope, not even bothering. He's going to enforce that. The 50-50 with the overhead or the low. Not normally a problem, but when the overhead's going to kill you with its little damage, definitely threatening.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I think in this situation, trying to fight his way out of the corner, but the downfall is going to low profile anything. And there we go. There's the wake up armor. That's exactly why he went for this pick.
But I'm not sure if that's really enough, because he's not going to be able to set up the red screen without getting punished on reaction. Obviously, the higher damage requires you to basically be dead to do it. Setting up the tick grab game, Murko going to get opened up by that. And that's one thing that Murko's kind of had an issue with, usually, is kind of respecting his defensive options, realizing when he's on the back foot. And a character like Jason, who's just going to smother you with tick grabs and fast normals.
Ooh.
This could be dangerous.
Saying, though, normally getting such a successful amount of pressure with Jason, but in this particular instance, Murko just being on the money. But as you can see, the damage adding up. As Jason takes more damage, he will output more damage to his opponent the lower his health is.
Although with that in mind, the 24% grab for a bard is actually a bit lower than I expected to see, so I'm not quite sure if that's... Oh! Wow, and there we go. Oh no, misses the hit confirm. Down 3 is going to do it anyway though, ouch. vDalphanate unfortunately caught sleeping a little bit.
Well, I think it's an interesting one. We're seeing elements of vDalphanate playing very slow and collected, which is normally fine. Like, we saw a certain thing in the corner where he did the big leg in the corner for the plus frames, took the slight step back to wait for Murko to press button into back one. I think against a lot of opponents, normally that stuff is going to work, but against someone like Murko, I feel like he is in himself an independent matchup that you need to be familiar with fighting. You know,
Murko plays the way Murko wants, and that much has been apparent for a very long time. Because Murko's been around playing online tournaments specifically for ages in MKX, and he's always had this very distinct aggressive style. And we've said this multiple times, it's very... I don't want to say it's very one-dimensional, because Murko is clearly a good player, but it's very the way he wants to play. And if you can kind of contain him and force him to hold your offensive options, he has a tendency to crack under that or disrespect you to a point that maybe he shouldn't be. But if you don't do that, he will take a single hit and turn it into a full comeback. When you give Murko momentum, you're basically giving him the round. You have to be so careful, because he will punish your mistakes harder than almost anyone.
And the first hit, though, is going to go to vDalphanate. That's going to be really important, I think, just taking that defensive option away from Murko, you know. I mean, bear in mind, Scorpion, the takedown is a good armored option, but if he's got no bar, he is going to be free to that sort of Jason Voorhees stagger pressure. And wow, just getting tagged by a raw spin.
But that's the kind of thing that Murko's not afraid to do. This is the combo, but just a raw spear at a rangement on block, it's death, it's a full combo. But Murko, like, he's not afraid. Just because it's unconventional does not mean Murko is not going to do it.
Again, catching a few grabs, but I think the one issue for vDalphanate in this situation is, if you look at how far away Jason is actually throwing Scorpion, the range he gets hit when he's tagged is exactly what he wants, but the setup into the reverse input, he's going to catch it, and there we go. Murko disrespecting on wake up and pays the price for it. Round 1 for vDalphanate.
You know, I actually think that disrespecting Jason on setups like that is basically hanging yourself. And I think if vDalphanate could really abuse that situation, because unfortunately it cost him a lot of bar to take that round, but if he can really stop Murko, there we go, full punish on the teleport. Murko,
oh no, punish!
That was unfortunate.
I was just about to say, you know, and that was also like, that was going to be no combo break either from Murko, because he had no stamina to do it, and vDalphanate just not ready for the extra back one, but at this point, does not matter, going in for another reversal, but Murko absolutely wise to it, and we could totally see a comeback here. The meaty forward fall, we normally see it work, but this time vDalphanate makes it whiff, and this is absolutely going to be his game if he catches the back one, which he does. Is that over?
From vDalphanate, knowing the max range back one, Murko's sticking out a limb when he shouldn't have been, and vDalphanate is going to punch him cleanly for it. That's a very strong 1-1. vDalphanate looking really clean in that game.
And that actually ultimately did come down to patience as well. Not being afraid to still sit there and wait for Murko to essentially almost hang himself, you know. We do see... I mean, you explained it before game number 2, right? Where Murko is, although he's a fantastic player, he does have a tendency to...
think a little bit too far ahead.
I think so. I mean, like right there, right? He did a jump kick, and he had... what started that whole sequence was a jump kick that he was just confident was going to connect. So he didn't even hit confirm. He had the jump kick on block into teleport and just gave vDalphanate that comeback sequence.
Oh, we're going to see if Murko can switch up a little bit. We're going on the Quart and jungle again. vDalphanate. Oh my god, the confidence!
That's 2 games for 2. We've seen that, I think.
I mean, spending
Another
a bar to get
teleport.
the first hit is basically just free damage, but vDalphanate so confident Murko's going to do something there.
And that's the traditional Jason mix-up, where he's going to go either for the command grab off that string or splat you down. That's going to be a full combo from Murko. Catches the Hellfire Aura. We probably will see a few more of those connect before the set is done. And you can see why. Look at how much damage this variation gets. 39% into free mix-up and the staggered pressure. But the down one is going to give a free tick grab, which he's going to take with both hands. Chunky damage, but again, put back to that mid-screen distance that Murko wants so bad.
Oh my god, vDalphanate. The confidence from this man. The trip guard. No breaker available. No stamina either. There we go. There's the Oki and vDalphanate guaranteed meaty pressure. Murko is going to have to take that one. Where did his health go?
I mean, Jason Voorhees, isn't it? I mean, like, he doesn't do the highest damage in the game, but the second he gets going,
he just
those
back
hits...
one Hellfire Aura.
Okay.
He just back one Hellfire.
Oakley dokley. Okay, that's going to be a full gober from Murko, though. He's going to catch a restand, and the meaty forward 3 probably chase down anything, but a nice grab. And the anti-air grab on Wake Up, what a read!
Oh, but punishes the teleport of the down one. I'm not too sure about that. vDalphanate, fortunately, not ready enough in that situation, but is going to punish the aura. There we go, there's the red screen. This is good for vDalphanate. Is Murko going to go in?
Oh, Murko has no idea what button to press because it does reverse. He's going to catch the grab as well when the damage is adding up. And also notable, vDalphanate has lost half of his life, which means the combo is going to do more damage, but a drop from vDalphanate doesn't matter. It's going to be 2-1, and Murko actually on the ropes. He's one game away from not making it into top 4.
That would be the upset of the tournament so far, considering Murko has been the most dominant player in the Community Cups at this point. You know, up until here, he's won so many weeklies. I mean, we actually counted the other day. We've done over 20 of these weekly tournaments, and Murko has been there week after week, just winning tournament after tournament. And to lose to VDalphanate, a player we haven't actually seen make streamed games in Community Cup before, who clearly has a very tidy Jason. And let's not pretend that this is a perfect set as well. vDalphanate is missing a couple of punishers, some damage isn't 100% optimized, but the way he's playing, the clear composure he has when he's fighting someone like Murko who needs to overwhelm you, vDalphanate is not letting that get to him, and he is playing his game, and Murko is struggling.
Also, I think Murko, he's almost thinking on his feet a little bit too much. I think when he's making these risky decisions, I don't think there is a real manner of risk assessment. That's going to be free repositioning, but Murko very smartly just committing, thinking that the reversed input was going to get the jump, and he was on the money.
Wow, gets the throw. I actually respect, I mean, even when Murko is in the red screen, he is still wanting to attack. Just so aggressive. I like that.
Oh, that was so smart. That was so smart, using the negative frames of the spear to guarantee this, and you can see why. On the anti-air grab, knowing Murko was going to try and jump. Then we go back to the mid-screen. Now, the danger is Murko's on 3 bars of meter. That can absolutely kill with this health.
There we go, there we go. He gets the meter burn slide to get through the tick grab. Murko making the adjustments where necessary. Ooh. Blocks the aura, gets a tick grab anyway. Murko probably thought he was going to punish it, still blocking.
Oh, wake up takedown. He's going to get plus frames. The neutral jump punch, making it whiff. And, I mean, oh, the whiff standing 3. Hang on a minute, he might still win.
Run cancel.
He challenges it.
There we go. As soon as he blocked that choke, Murko was guaranteed something. That was good for him. vDalphanate loses the round. Murko's still in this.
I think interestingly as well, you know why he did down 1 choke? Because he was expecting Murko to expect a tick grab.
No, I can see that for sure. Tags it completely. That's a full combo opener for Hellfire. This could be mad damage. Spencer Bar gets the restand. Is he going to go into aura? No. Oh, nice. Wow, early reset. Tricky stuff from Murko.
I mean, that's going to be always going to be one of the benefits of Hellfire Scorpion, is just how much damage he outputs with 2 small resets. And as you can see, you know, 35% plus 37%, it's going to be almost guaranteed death. And this is a fantastic game. But going in, and that's going to be a full combo. He's almost dead as well. Look at the damage of this.
All plus frames.
Oh my god!
Murko's hanging himself. No, the drop from vDalphanate. That could have been such a clutch comeback, but he drops it. Murko is choking though. He has the grab.
Wake up.
Damage,
Are we going to see a wake up? He does! Oh, that was a absolute be-all or end-all wake-up attack.
That's all because vDalphanate dropped a combo, though. He had maximum damage output. He had the maximum damage bonus from being low on life in this variation of Jason, and unfortunately drops a combo, and Murko falls to the ground, gets his opportunity to wake-up attack. I love the use of meter burn throw to get that reset early. He got it. That was his game. He unfortunately just let it completely slip through his fingertips, and Murko is granted another game in the series, 2-2 now.
Now, in this situation, you got to ask yourself, how does a player pick themselves back up off something like that? That was Murko dead. That was a comeback. That was a 3-1 victory for vDalphanate. All he had to do was finish his play, and that would have been game over.
It's also not the first time we've seen him drop a combo though in the set.
No,
so
it's not.
perhaps that's an issue vDalphanate has though. Like, his execution is something that he struggles with in those clutch moments. It's when it comes down to like crunch time, right? Where it's you drop this combo, you lose the game. If you land it, you win. That seems to be where he's having issues.
Now the thing is, we're going into a game 5. He needs to just forget that even happened. This is a new game, and he needs to concentrate on it. However, Scorpion, being the momentum train that he is, if you're triggered at any point or tilted by something that happened, this character is going to just absolutely annihilate you before you even realize what's going on.
Oh, cancels teleport. Murko still alive. Uses the throw. Smart. Knows vDalphanate's going to be blocking in that situation. But Murko already sitting at 3 bars of meter. Goes to the meter burn slide as well. Murko is completely decided how he's going to approach this matchup now. He started to go for the punishers and these tick grabs. vDalphanate goes for a tick grab again. He's not letting himself be deterred. Has the corner pressure now. Murko delays his wake up. That was so smart. Oh, ooh. No.
Nice clean tag on that Hellfire Aurora. That's going to be a comfortable round 1, and there we go. Just like that, it's going to be match point to Murko. He's made a couple of really nice adaptations. He has started to armor on prediction of tick grabs rather than actually do anything else. And as I said right there, the back one, normally such an amazing tool for Jason Voorhees, but I mean, at that situation, Hellfire Aura just chewing it up. Again, a dropped combo. vDalphanate needs to really fix it together, otherwise he's going to go out right here.
Yeah, he needs to be really careful. Almost goes into the Aura, but Murko with a reaction punish on the teleport. Very smart. Oh. Oh, look at the bar he's got. Murko has 2 bars. He can afford to be really dangerous. He's going to spend a bar of the spear just to keep himself a little bit safe. But isn't going to matter because it opened him up anyway. This could be 1 reset is death territory. Oh no. The throw isn't good. Oh.
He can still die if he's not careful. And the delay into takedown, guaranteed.
Oh.
There we go, just like that. Game over.
That
was a close one.
No,
that was a little bit too
super
close
good.
to call.
I mean, it's not every day we see Murko decide to switch it up, because I actually think that that's the sign of how these cups have been helping Murko as a player. Because early on, and even up until relatively recently, we do see Murko kind of just stick to his guns until the bitter end, even if it costs him a set in the end. But in places like that, like early in the set, we saw Murko was getting hit by like every tick grab. He was getting hit by every tick grab after a back one, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, because we've seen Murko play so often, is he letting himself get hit by every grab? Has he just decided, I am never going to challenge tick grabs because I want him to start doing something else that will then obviously get me out? But then he starts to punish it. He starts to cover that option, which is something we don't usually see from Murko. So the fact that he opted to do that today is very promising moving into the rest of this tournament.
Well, there's definitely no getting around the fact that it was a heartbreaking loss for vDalphanate, because, I mean, he had that win, right? All he had to do was land that combo, and with the health he had left, that was going to be big damage too. But I think it's going to be one of those things that he will be forever kicking himself over. However, we have our next top 8 match up and coming, which is going to be Irish Mantis versus Jeff Meister. So Irish Mantis, I think we know a thing or two about this guy right now. Where's this guy